Greetings and salutations, folks. My name is Nick, and welcome back to Bloodborne, where we return on our trek in our search for the old blood, this time towards Old Yharnam, where we are very not invited. This town is long abandoned, hunters not wanted here. But we will push on nonetheless. There's a few shortcuts for us to discover.
You there! Hunter! Didn't you see the warning? Turn back at once. Old Yharnam, burned and abandoned by men, is now home only to beasts. They are of no harm to those alive. Turn back, or the hunter will face the hunt.
Which is a little bit of an odd statement, because it's like, if your job is to hunt beasts, like, sir, are you trying to protect the beasts? Ah, hello. But there's also this small area over here for us to explore, so we will do that. Hopefully we will actually catch... Where did... son of a... Alright, we're gonna have to try that again. They're so fast. They just scurry along, those little creatures. Why, hello. Are you alone? I didn't think so. Alright, we're gonna have to go after the... Ooh, a hunter's torch. Stronger than the regular torch. As the werewolves and beasts of the game are very susceptible to fire. Do I drop down here? I want to say the answer is yes. And then I drop down here. Okay. And then we have our long climb back up and around. So I guess it's not really a shortcut, it's just a loop. Since we can't actually go backwards through the loop. But at the very least, we can find extra items. Alright, let's try to get that scurrying little fellow again. I'm going to have to go back to the hunter. Like, it's unfortunate in this game that you can't just sit at a lamp. Like, you can only return to the hunter's dream and then return to the area that you're exploring. Which kind of stretches out. Like, if you were just able to sit at the lamp, like, that would save on at least a decent amount of loading time. For a game that has a little bit too much loading. Alright, let's try to do a better job. There we go. And got a bloodstone shard out of it. I actually have no idea how many bloodstone shards I need to upgrade right now. But regardless, we are ready to... I think I might actually have graduated out of the regular bloodstone shard and need the next version of them. So for now, we can just continue exploring Old Yarnum and not get shot to death by a Gatling gun. Which is definitely a unique thing for this game versus the Souls predecessors. I just have to remember which rooftop he's actually seeing you from. I think it's actually off to the right. I think it's that rooftop over there. If only I had some sort of item. Not maybe it doesn't have to be a opera glasses or a telescope. Oh my gosh. Yep, there he is. He's right there. He's just sitting there with his minigun, his gun turret. He's not even really shooting the beasts. But like he said, to him, they are not threats. Which is odd, that he is protecting the beasts. But yeah, this game is much more simplified in regards to its weapon system. The Souls games had sharp stones, hard stones, pale stones, dragon scales, twinkling titanite, demon titanite. This game, you got this specific set of bloodstone shards, upgrades it to a certain level. The next set upgrades it to another level. The third set upgrades it to another level, and then finally you level up to level 10. Which means you're going to spend a lot of time collecting a lot of extra bloodstone shards that you might not necessarily need, but you could use if you want to diversify your approach, if you want to try other weapons.
You are a skilled hunter, adept, merciless. Best hunters
are. Thank you for the compliments. Now, how do we escape from this situation? There is a...
Which is why I must stop you.
And I don't think I drop off. I think there's a path that way. Oh, thanks. Oh. I'm not... Oh my... That was a poor choice on my part. I was trying to figure out what that meant. Slow poison, I guess? Slow poison, considering the fact you're picking up antidotes. But yeah, that was not the best spot to decide to pause and look in my stats. That's okay. Ah. Nope, nah. Nope. There we go. Very sloppy, but I'm still alive. Alright, at the very least, he's cleared out that area of explosives. Let's pick up whatever this item is. More antidote. Excellent. Why, hello! Okay, they all died in one hit. Excellent. That's what I like to see. And I think I'm safe from the gunman over here. One thing I have to remember is the game, like, it does every action you do in the order you press it. There's a specific term for it, something like about dial-in combos. Like, if I do a forward roll and a backward roll while rolling, it will do the backward roll. Let's back up a little bit. So if I'm attacking somebody and things are getting very hectic, it does not bode well for me to mash buttons, because then I'll start setting up a whole chain of moves that only exist to get me killed. Okay, see, the problem with that is that puts me at range of that, of the gunner. Nah. Alright, so that at least clears out one. Let's go all the way in. Yes. All right, let's cut back to that. All right, let's try to lure them back into here at the very least. At least lure some of them. And by some, I guess that means one. Alright, let's run in. Shoot you. Hit you. Alright, blood echoes retrieved. And then over here, got a couple bad guys. We're at a very poor shooting angle for the Gatling gun. On, like, this side of... Because he's directly above us. Oh my gosh. I was saying we have a very poor shooting angle for the Gatling gun because he's directly above us. Who are you fighting? So there's a hunter up here. We're just going to stand here and wait for him because it is not necessarily worth going up there to fight him. Especially with the Gatling gun in the way. He healed up, which is unfortunate. Does he have infinite heals like he has infinite ammo? Oh my gosh. And there he goes. Like I said, it's not particularly worth it to fight him fairly, especially while this guy is still running amok. So there's a shortcut that opens over there that's relatively useful, not the greatest, but it's okay. I can take the ladder up there. And fight the guy with the Gatling gun, which will be good because it'll at least clear him out. Or I can continue on and ignore him. And if I do, he'll eventually become an ally. Which I've never done before. Have I done that before? I don't think so. Let's do that. This might be a little bit too early to worry about everything that's up here. Yeah, it might be a little bit too early to worry about this section. Because there's still too many bad guys down below. Or are we just gonna do it? I mean, we're here. We could just fall to our deaths. So I can jump there. Excellent. Can I hit any of these guys on my way down? Okay. It was worth a try. Alright, so now to deal with the fallout of having gotten everybody's attention before entering the room. Is there stuff I can get in this direction? I want to say the answer is yes. Alright. Who are all of these folks making such a ruckus down here? Anybody wants to volunteer to stand, like, directly? Ah. Anybody on this side? Okay, no. Now let's try to put a stop to their ear-piercing cries. As it is getting to be enough. Oh, hello. How nice. Some slow poisoning. Well, we can get rid of these last folk, heal ourselves, and yeah, I don't like using antidotes before the next boss fight because I get poisoned a lot in the next boss fight. I have beaten the next boss fight and then immediately died from the poison. Good times. Good times. But alas, their horrendous shrieking has come to an end. Ah, ritual blood. Our options on chalice dungeons are now opening up. Once again, I'm still not entirely sure whether I want to do the chalice dungeons, let alone to completion. Like, I might just, like, pop my head in them. In one of them, just to re-experience what they're like. But I might put that off until towards the end of the game. Because then, in theory, I'll have lots of chalice materials and I can just jump on in. And there we have the location of the boss fight. Now, I can bring in an ally. We're not really sure about that one. Oh. And then this unlocks shortcut. Right below Gatling Man. Not the greatest shortcut, but could be worse. If I remember, there are werewolves. There be beasts here. Well, I mean, that's about as useful of a message as, like, any message in the Souls games that are like, enemies ahead. There are constantly enemies ahead. Ooh, hello. I almost didn't notice you. Twin blood shards. That's what I'm looking for now. Alright, so the path to the left leads to a dead end, I want to say? No. The path to the right leads to a dead end now. The path to the left is progress. Does this need a key? It does not open from this side. And by the time you find the side that it opens... Oh, hello. Like, that entire shortcut is kind of useless. Like, there's no reason for you to necessarily need it that badly. Or at the very least, I found no reason for that. Now, this is where I was thinking. Path to the left is dead end, path to the right is progress, and path to the right is a shortcut. An even better shortcut than the last shortcut. Hello. How are you doing over there? Alright, he can stay up. He'll be down in a second anyway. And then, oh no, jump scare! Who would have expected a jump scare in this game? Oh, hello. Alright, maybe we should switch to the smaller version in these closer quarters. All right. And that opens up a shortcut directly back to the bonfire. I've been playing too much Dark Souls. The lamp, the lantern. It opens up a shortcut directly back to the lantern. Which, I'm gonna head back to the Hunter's Dream to level up real quick. Might as well use my Blood Echoes while I have them. Especially since the next boss has always given me trouble. Like, there's a certain spot where any boss that has like an aura around them that does damage, like the Smelter Demon, gives me trouble. And I find that figuring out dodging times for this upcoming boss has always been tricky for me. But we'll see that when that happens. Alright. Now we're back at the bottom of the shortcuts. Let us carry on. Wait a second. Ah. How very rude, sir. Also, I probably should attach that to my belt. Should I try? Doing the combo of the Molotov and the oil urn against said boss. I want to say that is a useful combo against that particular one. Though I only have so many, so I can only guarantee using them on so many attempts. Oh, you dropped an item. It is probably garbage. But that is okay. I could sell garbage. That's nice that you're actually... There's a shop right in the Hunter's Dream. You could sell things right in the Hunter's Dream. You don't have to remember what area has that NPC that will buy stuff because they only are in that location. See, this area looks empty. It is not. Alright, there's the summoning spot. We'll worry about trying that if this boss becomes too painful. Oh, you're still alive. Holding on to like 1 hit point, no doubt. And then there's a couple more on this side. Yeah, that worked out a lot better. Or is there just one more? Okay, and who does it say, like, if I did choose to summon, who does it say that I would be summoning? Summon Alfred! Alright, so if things go poorly, we could always summon... Screen went black for some reason, then restored itself. I'll accept it. We could always summon Alfred. Interesting how you could see the boss as the boss is before going into the room, despite the fact that the boss starts off as this kind of like praying woman and then mutates. The blood-starved beast. Am I thinking of a different villain? I'm not a big fan of how, like, the boss just kind of, like, flings themselves across... across the level. like breaking your target lock as well. Ah. Which makes it tough to stay in range. And of course, more slow poison. Yeah. That was convenient. And this is the problem area of the boss fight, where the boss just kind of leaks poison. I'm just gonna... Okay, let's... The boss is right behind me. There we go. Alright, let's heal our poison. Heal ourselves. Sir. Thank you for not doing anything. Oh. This is a first. I defeated the blood-starved... Maybe I'm confusing the blood-starved beast for another boss. Anyway. It has been a while since I've actually defeated the blood-starved beast in the first try. This might actually be the first one. Nice. Yes, I'm confusing this boss with another one. Alright, but we might as well level up at the Hunter's Dream. So, 1 second. Alright, apparently I've kind of blended in two different bosses. I've blended Vicar Amelia with the blood-starved beast. Now that I've defeated the blood-starved beast, I think this means that the hunter with the Gatling gun will not shoot you. Let's actually go test that out. Okay, I think I'm wrong in that theory. It was a good shot while it lasted, I suppose. But now where do I go? I mean, I suppose I could do a chalice dungeon. Alright. I think... Nope, he's still there. Man. Oh, nope. We are going to die now. To this fellow. Sackman. We probably don't need to, but this does open up my other favorite path in regards to collecting blood echoes. Replacing the previous one for collecting blood vials, because now you can at least make a lot of blood echoes and then buy blood vials. The trick is, the Sackmen are tough. It only took that fellow 2 hits to kill me. So it's not exactly like they are a pushover. What I need to do, though, right now is to get out of here. Without being backstabbed. Beaten up. The worst. Like, these guys are a little bit tougher. Madmen toil surreptitiously in rituals to beckon the moon. Uncover their secrets. That is not the path we need to worry about. We want to go up, I believe. We don't want to get much attention. We will likely do so nonetheless. Oh, hello. Ah! All right. Now we can return to the Hunter's Dream. We now have that other section available to us. Let's see if we can get our echoes back. They weren't that many. So it's not exactly like we're going to be losing too much, but hey. 1,500 blood echoes is still 1,500 blood echoes. And in theory, they should still be held on to the Sackmen over here. Or better yet, to you! How come that hit barely did anything? Okay, let's top ourselves off. And just to show how much... If I can actually do it. Oh my gosh. Yeah, 1,368 blood echoes. I could just buy all the blood echo or blood vials I used and still have a good 1,000 blood echoes sitting in reserve. So that's why, like, even though they're dangerous, which they are, especially at this level, they provide. And I think this is where I'm gonna stop for the night. Got any suggestions for someone to play next? Leave them down in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and have yourselves a good night. Okay, maybe blood vials are way more expensive than I was thinking they are.